And good morning, everybody. This is your old pal, Uncle Al. I gotta remember where I put my cane at. I keep forgetting things. A lot of people have been asking me questions. Today is September 13th. Okay, I have to wait until everybody, a lot of prepping channels or reactionary channels, they freak out on certain events. Could be local disasters, going into the woods. Stop doing that. All right? If you're a professional camper and you're outdoorsman, not a problem. Everybody else, I keep finding dead people out in the back 40, which parallels with BLN land, Bureau of Land Management land. So it's like, great, we find more dead people out here. People that don't know what the hell they're doing. You got to get a mentor. You cannot eat that type of mushroom, okay? Or eat that. It's marrow. It's edible. There's a look-alike that if you eat it, you drop dead in 30 minutes. And people find a lot of homeless people because they mix the two together. Like this week, we found another homeless guy. That's why our homeless population keeps dropping. Because they can't tell the difference from a simple edible herb to a toxic waste plant. But it looks the same. Yeah, but you're supposed to cook marrow, not eat it raw. You know, it's like, God, these idiots. You know, people don't know what they're doing outdoors. Well, the birds and animals ate it. Yeah, but that's because they have evolution to digest that. You don't. You have about 1,000 years of being, it's time to make porridge. All right? Now, the main topic of today is hideout. Okay, a lot of people were asking me because of that poor Ukrainian girl and the other poor college girl in Alabama near DOE. Okay, a lot of reactionary videos have been put out by a lot of preppers. Uncle Alan doesn't do that. I don't have time. I'm preparing for a lot of things. I've been teaching 40 people and it's giving me a headache. Okay, a lot of you guys use your cell phones. Okay, first rule, if you're being transported, mass transport, bus, train, whatever, is to pay attention. Get off the phone, look around your surroundings, see how much time do you have to take. Also know who's in the cabin. All right? A lot of people don't do this. They'll just stare at the phone. They'll whip it out, sit down, like that black lady sitting across from that poor Ukrainian girl was staring at her phone. Okay? That's a bad habit. You just stare at the phone and that poor Ukrainian girl got stabbed to death. Okay? A lot of people ask me what kind of firearms can I carry. Well, the problem is you don't have time to react. Okay? A lot of people look at me like, then what I have to do? Well, I said, skip the automatics. Okay? Automatics, you have time. You have about maybe 5 seconds to pull it out, draw, and shoot. Okay? Only problem in a concealed area, a metal tube, like a bus, a train, a plane, anything. Okay? You're in a metal tube. All right? That's why this topic is called a hideout. It's a small firearm. Now, a lot of professional handlers of gun go see Wayne of Becoming Dangerous Freedoms or Becoming Dangerous. Okay? He knows what he's talking about. Go check out Corsair's Trainer's channel. He knows what he's talking about. There's a lot of channels. Now, me, on the other hand, I have experience. A lot of people haven't been shot at. A lot of people haven't been on public transport in the last 40 years. I'm old. I'm elderly. And I ride it sometimes. I get my bus pass or train pass or subway pass. It depends on where I'm at. And I'll take it. And I'm not a problem. Because Uncle Al has a hideout. All right? And there's a few tactical rules. I have my back against the wall. All right? I'm looking at everybody. I'm not on this. All right. Sometimes I'll give a hard stare and I'll smile. Eye surgery. And they laugh because no teeth, and I have a cane or a walker, and they look at me and I wave back, and they think I'm a silly old man. All right. What they don't know, I have my hand in one pocket, either left hand or right hand in one of my pockets. I'll have a light jacket or a vest or in my pants pocket. I'm not playing pocket pool. I have a gun pointing at you. All right. Like last time when I fired it out of my pants pocket, God, I have scars from that. The guy had a really big surprise. Also, I learned that I had to switch to smaller calibers. Okay? You fire a 38 special out of your pants pocket near your groin, you'll find out how painful that is. All right? Experience. Of course, the guy's dead because right through the head, and we're less than 3 feet away. Okay? Of course, a lot of people freaked out because all over the place because I use hollow points. But a lot of people don't understand. All right? You want a hideout. Now, I tell people you want to go back to the revolver. It doesn't jam. It doesn't use a slide. You pull the trigger. Now, some of my friends who I think was UCCA were talking to Charter Arms. And I have my own conversation with Taurus and Smith & Wesson. Okay? You need a small hammerless 10-shot or 8-shot 22. Okay? 22 long rifle, doesn't recoil. It's fast to use. If you get a dead round, just keep pulling the trigger and it goes to the next round. Okay? It won't stop them, but it will kill them if you know what points to hit. You have about a 5-minute lead time before they drop dead. Okay? Some cases they drop dead instantly, other cases they don't. But you have that lead time. And you have anywhere from 8 to 10 rounds of 22 or 22 Magnum. I prefer 22 Magnum because I know bullet design. And a lot of people, well, I wear a bulletproof vest. And I'll smile. I make zinc bullets, you dumbass. Okay, and they kind of look at me. Do you understand how bullet-resistant armor works? Okay, unless you want to lug around a 45-pound plated vest all the time, all right, it'll go up to 3rd level. It's like poking a person with a ice pick. That's how you defeat body armor. Ice pick. And it works. A lot of people look at me, but Uncle Al, it went 3 or 4 inches. That's all I need to people. Okay? It's not jabby. It's a slow, direct, powerful point into it. Okay? So I tell a lot of people, there's a lot of defensive load for 22 and 22 Magnum. I prefer 22 Magnum because I'm used to it and I've been trained with it. Ideally, if I could get Taurus, is make a 10-shot 22 Magnum, double action, hammerless, no hammer spurs, nothing, hammerless, like the old Smith & Wesson design for a pocket pistol. And a 2-inch barrel, not a half-inch, 2-inch. You're not shooting for distance, you're shooting less than 3 feet. Okay? Like in that train where that poor girl holding the phone, getting stabbed to death. All right? If I was in that train, that would be one dead person. Because I will pump enough rounds into him, reload, and pump again. If I shot him with one revolver load, that's 8 rounds. If I shoot him again, reload, and shoot again with a speed loader, that's 16 rounds. Okay, within a 5-minute time. I think the guys are going to be pretty dead. All right? Like I said, I'll have one hand in my pocket. Not because I'm playing pocket pool or you know what. I have a loaded weapon pointing at you at all times. If you make a sudden move, you do something weird, you pull out a knife, I'm not going to say anything. You're going to see a big cloud of smoke and you're going to feel pain really hard. And you realize you've been shot 8 or 9 times. Okay? You have to understand, this is gunfighting. It is not target shooting. These are people that is going to kill you within 3 feet. Okay? My circle is 5 feet. You get in that circle, you only have maybe 2 seconds to live. Okay? I'm polite. Okay? I say, excuse me, I smile. You don't see my left or right hand, and you should be worried about it because you're concentrating on the face. You don't look at this hand or this hand. I'm not holding one of these. I'm carrying one of these. Okay? My finger's not in the trigger, but my grip... I have to switch to left because I have arthritis, but I can shoot with left because you don't really aim at 12 inches to 3 feet. Okay? You're shooting the person dead. All right? You got to remember, you have a 5-minute window before the bullet takes effect. All right, folks, I'll catch you later. Remember, these small hideouts are not expensive, under $400. If you know certain dealers and people that sell, it's under maybe $250 used. That's fairly easy. All right, folks, you have a nice day. God bless and good luck. And this is the hideout topic. Bye now. Oh, and don't forget, it's 2025 reality shock time. You better wake up. Bye. God bless and good luck.